I think it's bigger than basketball right now, and just appreciating where we are, appreciating being in the Bay in front of this fan base. It's just been really special. So just appreciating it.
Welcome back, Ballhalla, Baddies and Buddies. The regular season is over and the Valkyries have officially played their first ever playoff series. As was mentioned last episode, the Valkyries ended their regular season in 8th place, which means they were matched up against the number 1 ranked Minnesota Lynx. Going into the first playoff game, the Valks got off to a hot start and had a 28-21 lead after the first quarter. But even though the Valkyries came out strong, Minnesota was never flustered. In the third quarter, the Lynx went off for 32 points while keeping the Valkyries scoring in the teens for the second, third, and fourth quarters. Despite losing this game 72-101, there were a lot of good things to take away from how the Valkyries played in the first quarter. In fact, one of the things that I am most proud of as a Valkyries fan is just how resilient this team has been. As a new expansion team, navigating the WNBA, continuous injuries, and changing lineups, this team has always proven itself to be gritty. This grit was on full display in Game 2 of this Lynx Valkyries series.
Last night's game was both one of the best and worst nights of my life. The game was in San Jose.
To say the name? San Jose? San Jose? Yeah, it's even better.
Which is almost an hour away from Chase Center. Tiff Hayes remained out due to her knee injury. I was worried the vibes would be off, but I was completely wrong. Even in the first few minutes of the game, it was maybe the loudest game I had ever been to. The Valks played an unbelievable game. The first quarter, it seemed like we just could not miss anything. You could tell we were trying to prove something after Sunday's loss, and we managed to shut down their offense really for 3 full quarters. We went into the final quarter up by 14 points. Then, the Lynx completely turned things around and within a few minutes reduced the lead to just 3 points. They were on fire in the fourth and eventually led by 3 with 30 seconds left. Chechi hit a layup to bring us within 1, and then we got the ball back with just 4 seconds on the clock. We managed to get the ball to Chechi, who got a shot up in time, but it just didn't go in. It was a heartbreaking miss, but the crowd honestly cheered so loud you would have thought we won. The reason I say this is one of the best nights ever was that even through the fourth, we played amazing. This was not a situation where we flopped or blew a lead. Minnesota is just an insanely good team with a ton of experience in high-pressure situations, so they were able to handle a Q4 comeback. There is a reason they are the best in the league by 4 full games. Overall, we shot 50% from 3, which is crazy for a team that at one point had the lowest 3-point percentage in the league. Mo Billings was the top scorer for the team with 15 points. Chechi and Janelle followed closely with 14 points, and as always, VB left her mark with 13. It is not the ending we wanted, but it still felt pretty epic.
Now let's talk about WNBA season awards. The Valkyries front office knows what they're doing because 2 of our very own just took home some massive WNBA awards. First up, let's talk about the architect, the culture setter, the woman who looked at an expansion team roster and saw a playoff contender when the rest of the world saw a regular expansion team. That's right. Head coach Natalie Nakase is your 2025 WNBA Coach of the Year. From day one, she said her goal was to get 1% better every single day. And I guess by my math, that 1% added up to Coach of the Year, because she took a team of supposed underdogs and turned them into a defensive powerhouse that led the league in threes per game. Her players absolutely love her, and she dealt with more roster moves than I can even imagine, and she still broke the record for wins by an expansion team. Congrats to her and the entire Valkyries coaching staff. And speaking of incredible transformations, our next winner proves that a fresh start is sometimes all you need. The winner of the 2025 WNBA Most Improved Player is Veronica Burton. Let's break down these numbers because they're ridiculous. V went from averaging 3 points last year to nearly 12, from 2 assists to 6. She became the first player in WNBA history to jump by at least 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists in a single season. She had a great game with 24 points and 14 assists and 0 turnovers. And this makes her story even more incredible because just think about the turnaround. She was waived by the Dallas Wings just a couple seasons ago, and now she's the most improved player in the entire league this year. What a journey. She was picked up by us in the expansion draft, and now she's going down in record-breaking history. She got a trophy and a check for $5,000. So V, if you're watching, the first round of Chase Center chicken tenders is on you. So yeah, shout out to the coaching staff and Veronica Burton. They proved the doubters wrong, made history, and gave us one of the greatest inaugural seasons ever.
For our final segment of this episode, we are wrapping up some of our personal season highlights. For me, the biggest thing is just how much this team actually liked each other. I mean, you got 12 to 15 grown adults, don't know each other, some of them are still learning English, and to throw them all together from all around the league and all around the world, and at least from the outside looking in, it seems like they really do get along and really enjoy each other's company. And I think we see that in how they play, how hard they play, how they play for each other, and the cohesion on the court. I was really, really stoked to see that our team came together the way that they did.
For me, it was definitely how in the draft and free agency, no one had any idea what Nat was doing, and everyone was saying, "Oh, who's Andalusini? Who's Saloon?" and saying we weren't going to be good, and then they were all wrong. And then also our final game against the Liberty, which was a super close game that we ended up winning, 4th time's the charm.
Let's go. Okay. My favorite part, let's see, definitely not the dirty cups at Chase Center. Y'all need to fix that. I'm so serious. But anyway, my favorite part of the season was Leticia's blocks. Oh my goodness. They're so tough every time. Like this one against the Fever. And this one. I could just watch it all day. It's incredible. Okay, y'all, that's all we have for this episode. Thanks so much for watching us. We hope to see you next season, and be sure to like and subscribe for more. So, guys, what are we going to talk about for the next 8 months?
I appreciate you guys for everything. You guys have been amazing. You guys have challenged me, and so I appreciate you guys. Okay.